Nick Rolovich, former head coach for the Washington State Cougars. His AD, Pat Chun, was forced to fire him because he didn't comply with the Washington State mandate for all state employees to be vaccinated on or before October 15th. So they had to walk him out. Perp walk him, didn't get a chance to talk to his team. They've talked about this a lot. He filed for a religious exemption with the school. Apparently, they've got two people. It's a fully blind process, impartial. Names, positions are removed. They evaluate that stuff. Said it was because, apparently, allegedly, his Catholic beliefs prohibit him to get it. I respect, just like I respect Kyrie Irving for standing on his principles, Nick Rolovich standing on his principles, losing his job, $3 million a year. You're a head coach at a FBS Power 5 program, and you're willing to do something because you believe in it and cost yourself a lot of money. Now, he is filing a lawsuit, as you would expect, but knowing that this was going to be the end game. He knew it. He knew once they denied his exemption, this is what was ultimately going to happen. But he was going to stand on his beliefs and stand on his principles, right, wrong, or indifferent, whether you believe in it or not. And whether I believe in what he did was right or not, I do respect the fact that people will stand on their convictions. And I'm not going to say I respect Kyrie and then not respect this. It puts his staff in a lurch, puts his players in a lurch. He didn't get to tell him by, but I believe me, I bet he had addressed this with them at some point in time. Not forcing anybody to do anything. Medical decisions are yours and yours alone, but you got to suffer the consequences sometimes should you choose to do it. And we'll see kind of how the legal battle plays out in that one. But what's interesting to me about this, Pat Chun, came from Florida Atlantic. Who would he have right there? He hired Lane Kiffin. He goes up to Washington State, and they hired Mike Leach, and they brought in Rolovich after Leach went to Mississippi State. But Pat Chun spent a lot of time at Ohio State. I have a tendency to think that he's going to be the next AD at Ohio State. He's really good. He's from the state of Ohio. He's done a pretty good job everywhere he's been. And, Gene, I don't think he's been an AD longer than he's going to be an AD moving forward. That's not saying he's gone in a year, but I don't think he's got 10 years left. And I think he would probably tell you that himself. And so curious if this situation positively, negatively impacts his opportunity maybe to get another job or potentially return to Ohio State. And how that looks. He's very good and what he's done. Now, they say it was a confrontational relationship a little bit with him and Nick Rolovich, and Rolovich is kind of using that. It became adversarial, and it wasn't always the most positive thing in the world. We'll see if it was or see what's going on right there and how that looks.